Like anything, biggest pro is the enjoyment. A lot of people enjoy smoking cigarettes, and so they have that as a bonus or a plus. There is the socialization around cigarette use, whether it's during breaks or whether it's the ability to relax and open up socially. Lung health, there's the classic number one cancer. Lung cancer is caused by tobacco use, and not just nicotine itself, but a lot of the other products that are included in cigarettes. There is emphysema, there is various respiratory diseases and conditions, from the activation of asthma to water accumulating in the lungs, pneumonia, etc. And the shortness of breath, limitations to physical activity, and variety of various lung illnesses and respiratory illnesses that come from use. There are a variety of factors. The younger the person is, the more it might have to do with curiosity and fitting in to a group of friends or people who dare them to try it. So there is some of that. Maybe the older the person is, the more it might have to do with finding a coping strategy to deal with stress, or finding something to do on their break, or something that they've tried before and they feel now later in life they're old enough and mature enough that it's something that they can handle. More recently, with the introduction of e-cigarettes and liquid nicotine, people are overdosing at an alarming rate. On regular tobacco use with smoking, people tend not to be able to overdose, but with e-cigarettes and liquid nicotine, people can and do overdose. It's true vaping allows you to control the amount of nicotine, but it's true you can have a lot more nicotine than cigarettes. So while it has that regulation component to it, most people tend to start with low doses and increase their doses. So I would say that normal cigarettes are the lesser of the two evils, but both are problematic and need us to be watchful and manage use a lot better. A lot of the side effects come from the withdrawal. So when you are trying to stop or slow down, you might end up experiencing the withdrawal symptoms, which could be anxiety or depression, irritability, forgetfulness, lack of concentration, basically unpleasantness and hard to get along with. And so that is often the biggest side effect, is when people are trying to slow down, decrease their use, or quit altogether, they experience these withdrawal symptoms. My recommendation is that people should be able to use when they can fully take responsibility for the effects on themselves, their relationships, their work. And so 18 is probably that age where we're out of the responsibility of other adults and we're more capable of being held responsible for our own lives. And that's probably the age where people should be able to make that choice. You know, the saying that everything in moderation is okay is really true. And if you find that your use is beyond moderation, then maybe you should get some help now. And if you were to think of life in terms of reducing to the point where it's in moderation, then that's probably a better way to go about it. Well, one is to raise the awareness that it is a crisis, which thankfully is being done. There is a knowledge and understanding that vaping and e-cigarettes are just as addictive and just a source of a problem for younger people. Increased regulation so that there is more stricter regulations that limits the quantity a person can obtain. which should hopefully help reduce the overdose situations that we've been finding are increasing. And as for parents, stay connected with your young people in terms of finding out what they're doing, understanding their use patterns, and speaking with them about moderation and setting limits on how much and how often